folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been about a year since I last recorded a, not since I last recorded a video, since I last updated a video or uploaded a video. And a lot has changed, and I kind of wanted to come back and just kind of explain what's been going on for the past year. And say I am super excited to be able to start uploading again. I've recently gotten to a place where I think that I'm comfortable and I have enough free time to start uploading because I really do miss it. So I wanted to talk about what that looks like, what's kind of been happening that's led up to this kind of hiatus that I've been on. And I just wanted to start by saying thank you for everybody who's ever watched any of my videos, or commented or liked or subscribed. You guys are incredible, and I have about 180 subscribers, and that number really didn't change that much over the hiatus as far as I know. And the fact that you guys were subscribed and ready to come back really means the world to me. So yeah, let's talk. We're in the world of Power Wash Simulator just because I feel like this is a good game to play when I'm trying to talk and not have to think at the same time. I've attempted to record this video a couple times now, and each time I feel like I didn't get something right, or I was a little bit too... I'm going to actually turn this down a little bit just to make sure that my voice is, my beautiful voice is coming out a little bit higher than this. That's too far. That's too far down though. So yeah, what's been going on in the world of MK5? Predominantly the biggest thing, let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think June of last year was the last time I uploaded ish, somewhere around there. In June of 2023, so 2 years ago, I moved out of my home, like where I grew up, and moved into an apartment with 5 roommates in the city that I live closest to. I always lived in the country up to that point. And during that time, I worked at a supermarket while I was looking for a job. Not really looking for a job. I was kind of just taking my gap year between college and the workforce. I worked part-time and spent a lot of time just relaxing. I just needed time off since, you go to school at kindergarten, and then you're in school until you're 18, and then you're in college until you're 23. I just needed a year to not worry about anything, and that's kind of the year that I took in 2023 to 2024. But in June of 2024, I started a new job as a content writer. So it's an amazing job. I get to use my degree every day. I get to do what I love, which is reading and writing. My guinea pig is honking, if you can hear that. And it's just been an incredible, it's been incredible to be able to come back and do that, or not come back, but be able to do something that I love every day. Even, I'm more of a creative writer than I am a business writer, which is kind of what my job is, writing stuff for small businesses. But again, this is a world where things are changing so quickly in the job market. Being an English major, somebody with an English degree, isn't necessarily as lucrative as it might have been, a few years ago before the onset of AI and everything. So I'm just very grateful for the ability to have the job that I do. But yes, so for the last year, I've been, doing that job. I have been having a great time, and I believe I'm about to be promoted as about to be my year anniversary there, or actually it was last month. And so I feel like it's time now that I have like a little bit more free time. I don't have to focus all my energy on my job. And I also no longer work my second job at that supermarket. I was doing both at the same time for a while there, which, also was a bit time consuming. I feel like I have a little bit more opportunity to record videos and upload videos. So yeah, another big thing about why the videos kind of slowed down so much during the year, June 2023 to June 2024. Like I said, I was living in a apartment with 4 roommates, and none of them really knew about my. No, actually, not really knew. None of them knew about my YouTube channel. It's not something I really talk about with people that I know. The only person who knows that I am, close with is my girlfriend, because I use this as a kind of a way of journaling rather than. I've never found that writing in a journal has been super helpful to me. So this is a nice way to be able to get my thoughts out, and I don't necessarily want my people I'm closest to to be able to hear all those thoughts. So I don't really tell anybody. Maybe one day, but for now, it's something that I just kind of keep to myself. So you can actually kind of hear in a lot of those recordings that I did between those time frames. I was pretty much whispering because I shared a floor with 2 other people, and then the I gotta remember the controls for this. What are the controls? There we go. I shared a floor with 2 other people, and one of those people I actually shared a door with. You know how like in a hotel you share a door sometimes with the room next to you? Yeah, that's how it worked in this house for whatever reason. So I mean, you could hear pretty much anything that was going on in either room, and so that meant that when I wanted to record, I either had to whisper, which you can hear me do in a number of those recordings, or I had to wait until they weren't home. So that kind of lowered my time openings for when I could and could not record. But now I do live with my girlfriend now. It's just the 2 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment, very cheap, very economic apartment and everything. And I like it here. We're looking to upgrade probably next year. But I can record at will because my girlfriend, I'm not obviously keeping secrets about this or anything. And she knows that it brings me joy and she supports that. So I now the stars are kind of aligning. The job is kind of, I'm feeling more comfortable at my job. I've got more free time now that I don't have my second job. And I feel like this is a good opportunity to be able to begin recording again. So what will that recording actually look like? I don't think as of right now that I'm going to continue any of the series that I had started. And there's a number of reasons for that. Some of them, like the Morrowind series, were incredibly successful. I mean, I still get comments about some of those Morrowind on some of those Morrowind videos. Even now, it's been probably around 2 years since I did that, maybe a little over. It's hard to remember when that started exactly. And I really did enjoy doing the Morrowind at first. Unfortunately, I just don't feel that want to go back to it. Even though it's kind of sad to say, it's just it doesn't really hold my attention as much, and it was one of the reasons that I kind of stopped. One of the reasons that I kind of stopped recording was that it felt like the things that I really wanted to record and I really was passionate about weren't getting the same traction that the ones that I didn't really care about were. And I realized that I just can't force it. If this is something that I'm doing for fun and for my own benefit, I can't be forcing myself to play games that I don't really care too much about. But that's not to say that I'll never revisit Morrowind. Maybe I'll try like downloading a mod that makes it a little bit more, how do I put this gently? A little bit more modern, a little bit more user friendly, and a little bit more, something that can help me stay a little bit more focused, because I do like those kind of games and I think they work well for recording, but I'm not going to force it. So, the only really series that I think I will carry over is my Minecraft beta stuff that I started, the beta 1.7. I've done a little bit in the world since I stopped recording. It's something that I have fun doing just by myself, not for the sake of recording. And I really want to get back into that. So that's something that I'm definitely going to go back to. I've already thought about it, and I've already kind of decided that that's something that would really bring me joy, is going back to that beta world. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to go back to it. Um, that's pretty much the only plan I have. The only other thing that I would like to do is I would like to record a little bit of Elden Ring Night Rain. That's a game that is pretty recent, which I think is good in terms of the YouTube algorithm likes to pick things that are relatively newer. Well, maybe actually that might not be entirely true, because the Morrowind series did better than my Skyrim series, so I guess I can't say 100% sure that that's how it works. But yeah, regardless, Elden Ring Night Rain, definitely something I would like to record. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and kind of a nice compare and contrast to Minecraft, which is something that I think I'll always record. I'll never say I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, because I don't only want to focus on doing Minecraft, but Minecraft is so much fun to record, and it's so much fun to play. It's my favorite game of all time, far and away. And I have a lot of ideas on how I want to do some videos about Minecraft. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, in terms of other stuff, I think I don't have too much. This is just I really want to reiterate, and I'll reiterate it until I'm blue in the face. Thank you for everybody. My guinea pig really wants to be on recording tonight. Thank you everybody so much who watched my videos. They're not the most technically expert videos. Some of them are very quiet. Some of them are a little laggy because I don't know what I'm doing. Some of them I'm not very good at the games. I'm doing it for my own benefit, and every positive comment. I've only had to ever delete one comment, which I feel like is pretty good for somebody who has, like, I don't know, 100, 200 comments on their channel. I only had to delete one. That seems pretty okay, and it wasn't even that bad of a comment. It was just kind of like, bruh. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got. If you have any questions, if you have anything you'd want to know, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'm always open. And if you really are like, Matt, I subscribe because I want to see you play this, because I want to see you play this, and it kind of sucks that you're not going to, leave a comment for that. If I do go back to Morrowind, at this point I'd have to start over, because I really don't remember where I was. And apparently I ended up going to the DLC world first. That's where I kind of left off, I think, as somebody was in the comment section was telling me that is the DLC, and I should not be there yet, because I will get my ass kicked, and I think I was in the process of getting my ass kicked. So yeah, we'll see about the Morrowind situation. But there we go. Port Hall is cleaned. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got. So I will see you guys again soon. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things, and who knows, maybe some Power Wash Simulator videos. We'll see. But yeah, let me know. Question, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything you want to see, I'm here to answer. Thank you guys so much, and I'm excited to see you soon. Bye-bye, folks.